I'm a damn car tire. I'm a car tire going like, how you call it? Burnout. Ever heard that when somebody revs his car? Yeah, that was crazy. And hi guys, welcome. Ooh, scary. I'm back, as you can see. And today is a special day. Okay, let me tell you. Today is Karfreitag. Guten Karfreitag. Fucking Jesus died today. Don't believe me? Look into the news. Jesus died today. If you think otherwise, what the actual shit is wrong with you? Thank you to you too? Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. I thought it was Eastern. For a second I really thought it was Eastern because there was so much Easter merch in in my shop the entire time, so I thought it was like Eastern. When is Eastern even? Like 2027? Somewhere in spring. But yeah, today we're gonna look a little bit. Easter's Monday and Sunday, Sunday and Monday. Next week already? Wait, what? Already so fast? Links, welcome, I hope you're doing fine. Hope you have a great day. This week? You mean next week? What are you, American? Is your Sunday on a Monday? Wait, what? Do you notice that my eyes are getting way bigger? Like way smaller, way easier? I don't know really what happened, but my tracking changed completely. You see like how much I'm moving and I'm barely moving. And I'm not really sure why it is like that. It's like really weird. I don't know if it's Sunday, but Monday is Ostermontag. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay. It was the new Vtuber Studio update. After that update, everything feels so, sensitive, if I would say it like that. Really weird. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about the first anime I watched last month. What was last month again? March. Okay, let's go over. Did I just close my VTube studio? Technical difficulty. I thought like, why is it lagging now? Why am I gone? I wanted to minimize it, not to remove it. That was definitely not our plan. But today we are always gonna do it like that. For every week, I'm gonna do another review of the one that I watched last week. I'm only gonna watch 4 anime a month. Sounds crazy? It is. But yeah, for every week, 1 anime. Next week, it's gonna be Oshinoko. The week after that, it's gonna be My Invisible Husband. You know why? Because I cannot pay for the Milanote subscription. Okay, when I do the boards, I can only do a certain amount of words, not words, like panels and images. And I have to delete the previous one, so I cannot prepare them anyway. That's what I learned today, because I reached the maximum. But I did it anyway. Let's go over live gaming. So this one is my beautiful board. Is it not impressive? Anime of March. When we go to home, oh damn, our list is huge. This one is our anime of March. Our anime of March. When we go on it, we're on the 3. We have Sentenced to be a Hero, Oshinoko, and The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-be Wife. I really like it that this name is so big in comparison to the rest. Okay, by the way, you're gonna love this anime, like all of you guys. It's crazy. It's so much fun. It's so like simple. When it comes to Sentenced to be a Hero and Oshinoko, of course, Oshinoko next week and this one this week. But because I need to stall a little bit of time, I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope your day is going super wonderful. Today I was being chilling a little bit with my sister and my mom in my house, just talking about that I apparently didn't die in Egypt when I used to be a kid. I died in Thailand. You remember the story when I got swept into the ocean with my father and he saved me? Apparently that was not in Egypt. Apparently that was in Thailand. And I don't know how I didn't remember that. But yeah, a completely different country. But still, same thing. Because my mom was asking me today like, oh yeah, Momonga, why are you scared of the water? And I told her that story. She told me I should not be scared of that, of course. But let me tell you, it was freaking traumatizing. And there's 1,000 other things where you should be afraid of the ocean. Like, why should you not be afraid of the ocean? It's freaking scary. It's basically like walking in a big open space, but the big open space is restricting you and making you move in slow motion. The only thing that you can do is to walk in every 4 directions. Like what? That makes it even worse. Because it also means that all the other things can come in all 4 directions. And let me tell you another fact about the ocean and water. We cannot breathe underwater. So, yeah, the ocean is scary. But most of the time when it comes to the ocean itself, I'm more afraid of the look of it than it being water that I can drown or whatever. Drowning is really not the problem for me because when I'm dead, I'm dead. When I drown, I drown. You know, stuff like that. It's not something I'm afraid of because when I'm dead, I can do nothing about that. The look of it is really terrifying. And my mom didn't understand that. And my sister asked me again to go into the forest again. I want to go to the forest again. Collecting moss. It's so funny. Apparently she liked it too. It's a good thing that I am not a nerd alone. My entire family is. I thought I just dragged somebody along into the forest and collected moss. But it's nice to hear that that somebody enjoyed it. What else did I do today? Oh, I woke up so late. I think I slept 10 hours. Yeah, I slept even 11 hours, I think. Because I only slept for the last couple of days. I thought I'm gonna be super productive today, even do some video editing before I started. I ate the artichoke though, and I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of mid. Like for it being so viral and so sick, it was really mid. I ate it with some garlic butter, some melted garlic butter and of course salt and whatever. But it was good, don't get me wrong. But for it being so expensive, was really not worth it at all. So artichokes, no. Another thing, I got the neem oil for my sister today too, so I am actively fighting the colony of thrips in my house again, once again. And I'm gonna be honest, I was very tired yesterday. I was like, nah, I don't wanna fight with them. I'm just giving up. I let them die. I just spray them once every month, and I don't know, if they reduce themselves, then they reduce themselves. I was taking care of them today, spraying all the leaves, wiping them a little bit. Only took me like 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less. It was pretty fun. It was pretty simple. Felt like I achieved something. It's not that bad. I'm gonna fight those thrips, and I'm gonna cripple their young. I'm gonna kill every single thrip on this planet. Hopefully. There was another thing, let me see. I think that's it. Oh yeah, then I just finished the script in Milanote. This is a software called Milanote. The one that you can see over here. Milanote, as the name already says, is a program where normally you can make notes and stuff. In the other 2 boards, there's nothing in there right now, so I can just click on it. Let's say when we click on the Oshinoko one, we open up a completely different board with nothing in it. We can go back, and they're basically intertwined like that. You can add more stuff. And when we go to sentence to be a hero, here's all the things that I made. When we go in other things, then there's other things and other things, and there's other things and other things. Stuff like that. You gotta look at them a little bit. But let me see how I can zoom again. Because I can zoom with control. But I can zoom very weirdly. You see, like it... It doesn't zoom like a normal camera zoom. It zooms like in bits, like 100%, 300%. Now when I do it super slow, it works. And then when I press right click... Now, how do I move around the box? Ah, middle mouse button. Without anything. Okay, then I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling ready to do this. So, for those who don't know, I am not an hardcore weep. I'm trying to be. I used to be. So my entire background behind being a little bit of a weep used to date back a couple of years ago. I would say like 5 years. Around the time when anime really got popularized, 5 years, maybe like 7. I had a lot of anime on my list. I used to watch it every single day. I didn't had a job for 1 year, actually more than 1 year. And it was a little bit of a, let's say, I was a little bit of a shut-in. I used to do nothing, just sit home and watch anime for days. I was not even like moving away from my bed for an entire year. You have to think about that. Don't know how I got out of it. I know how I got out of it. But that's not a topic for today. Today is anime. But I used to watch over 700 anime. And I'm not even joking, I think it was 750 plus in a year. But funnily, I never actually watched a lot of popular anime. Let's say I never watched Tokyo Ghoul. I never watched Bleach. I never watched Soul Eater. I never watched... Now I don't know anymore. But there's a lot of popular anime that I didn't watch. And when I talk about like a lot of anime that I actually watched, it used to be like very unknown anime. Very small ones, very niche ones. A lot of romance, a lot of harems, a lot of... okay, they always said harem in them, okay? But most of the time I was watching romance, slice of life, mystery. Not a lot of thrillers, even though I love thrillers. And most of the time it's all slice of life. One of my favorite animes used to be Gintama. That thing made me cackle so much. But because I used to watch so much and back in the day, after I actually returned back to my normal life, I stopped completely. I just stopped watching anime. I think I watched, in an entire year, I watched around 100. And it might sound a lot, okay? But in comparison to 700, it's definitely not that much. And it turned down over the years to 50, probably, then 20. I think last year I watched 5 in an entire year. So because I know why I definitely stopped, and that was the reason that I didn't have time anymore. I grew up, I had a job, I had a place. So I just stopped watching anime in general, and I think the only one that I watched in the last year was Dungeon Meshi, 1 season. And the year before that was Dr. Stone. Not even finished, like episode 7 or something. So I completely missed it. But I think my entire vision or perception for anime did change over the years. Did I enjoy them way more? Back in the days I used to think like, oh, that's trash. Nowadays, I don't think that anymore. For me, nothing is trash. I watch it and I can see the artistic vision behind it, the people that worked on it, the writing that was behind that, all of that stuff. So I loved it. I love watching anime again. I don't watch a lot, and my plan is to watch 4 of them a month, or 3. 3 would be pretty fun too, like this month. The reason why we only have 3 was because I did watch Oshinoko, of course, but Oshinoko has 3 seasons right now. And I did rewatch all of those 3 seasons again because that was the first anime I watched this month to actually get into this decision, and I was not sure, of course, so I rewatched that entire thing again. Normally, of course, I don't, and if there's gonna be something, we're gonna hang it in the bag of the anime watching, talking tour. So, because it's already well known, let's say like when there's gonna be a Dan 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 season 4, then I'm gonna make it a short episode. But yeah, I always wanted to do that. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I like about the anime, what I didn't understood, what I'm not sure yet, but most of the time nothing negative. I don't try to rank them. For me, ranking doesn't make sense. Like, let's say Sentence to be a Hero is a fantasy, action, adventure, whatever anime, and Oshinoko is a mystery thriller, whatever anime, idol. While The Invisible Man and His soon-to-be wife is a romance, comedy, slice of life. Those are 3 completely different things. I could rank them how I like them, but I rather just say that I like them. And I had a lot of fun with them. And I can say for all of those 3 over here, that I loved them. I had so much fun watching all of those 3. With Sentence to be a Hero, I was standing there with my mouth open, being so enthralled by the action scenes, by the animation. With Oshinoko, I was fevering like crazy with all the things that happened. And with The Invisible Man and His soon-to-be wife, I was cackling. I was happy to see it. It was warm to the heart. All of them give me different emotions. And those emotions made me to realize that I want to talk about them. Even if you didn't watch them, even if you don't care. Maybe you start watching anime one day in your life too, and watch them in a different light than just, oh yeah, it's a funny show. Because after I had a different light, I definitely had way more enjoyment in watching them. Especially when it comes to things like Oshinoko, that many people hate for some reason. I can only say good things about the show. And the bad thing is the thing that I don't even realized or looked at or understood. I think people that don't speak, push down those anime, they do it for engagement. They do it to make something outrageous, because that's how the tactic of nowadays media works. You want to be rage bait for other people that actually enjoy it. And when there's something very small, outrageous about an anime, you can turn it into a freaking Easter fire, you know? And that's why there's so much bad media about anime like Oshinoko. But if people would watch it, then I learned a lot about it. I learned a huge amount from this entire world. New morals, new ideas. It opened my eyes. Let me tell you. Not completely, but it gave me ideas. That may be the same thing for all the other ones, of course. Let's go to Sentenced to be a Hero. My second anime I actually watched this month. And I made a little board for it. Let's zoom in a little bit. The Sentenced to be a Hero was and is actually, I'm not sure if it was a manga or a light novel. I am sure it might be a light novel, and this one is just an illustration for the front page. Looks a little bit wack, looks cool though, and let me tell you, it is definitely, it's an experience. It's different than all the other things that we watched or like saw ever at this point. The topics of today's, of today's day is gonna be, we're gonna talk about the drawers, how they inflict the certain story. We're gonna go through a couple of story and episodes. I'm not gonna tell what happened in the entire anime. That's not what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna talk a little bit some correlations that happened, some things that happened that might be connected to a certain episode. I'm gonna talk about episode 1 though, because yeah, it's like, I hope not a spoiler. And general plot and ideas like world building, character building, all the different things. And characters and important stuff. I did not write down every single character, like not every single NPC. NPCs that just moved away, disappeared, never came back again. I didn't write them down. I wrote down the main cast and a couple of side casts, but most of the time just the main cast and one singular NPC. I think they still come to the main thing. So let's go to genres. Or genre is an action adventure fantasy. Let me tell you. Action, yeah. Adventure, yeah. Fantasy, yeah. You know what it is not? It's not an isekai. After I watched over 100 damn isekais on this planet, I was so incredibly happy to have not watched another isekai. It is a fantasy world. It is a normal fantasy world. No isekai, not a random teenie getting transformed into another world, not a random middle-aged dude, not a random whatever. No, you know, those are funny. But I have enough of them. And I want a fantasy setting or a normal setting. So, I was happy to be able to watch an extra adventure fantasy. I don't know from which studio it was made. I think Kadokawa. I'm not sure though. But the animation was impeccable. It was absolutely insane. The action adventure fantasy fitted in it so freaking much. And let me tell you about the world building in a second. So this as first of a draw, no freaking isekai, normal fantasy world, a normal adventure world, very interesting premise. Action, yeah, I would say it was really like a lot of action. If people don't like action, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what is wrong with you. And secondly, no, that's it. I don't know what is wrong with you. I love slice of life and it's my favorite genre with comedy too. I still watch action. It was pretty funny. That's the only thing I have to say. Story in episode 1. So, I don't know why I can actually do this one. So, let's zoom a little bit out. In the first episode, we have to think about the idea. What will happen about the anime? Hello the Game Master, welcome. We're talking about Sentenced to be a Hero. You're literally just in the beginning of our little presentation. How you doing? We're gonna go sometimes through the characters and I'm gonna show you how the characters look, what they were doing and stuff. I'm watching an anime right now. Oh, what are you watching right now? Where are you watching? I'm interested. I love anime. Cyberpunk Edge Runner. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is really good. I love that anime. It's a really nice one. I like the character designs the most. So I wish you a lot of fun with that. Okay, so we're gonna go sometimes through different things. The first sentence. Criminals are punished by being forced to become heroes. That is the idea, and even like in the description of the anime itself. What does it mean? The world runs on, let's say, a very weird judgmental system. After a certain event happened, that we're gonna come later, people actually that would be sentenced to death got another option now. And instead of getting sentenced to death, they would be sentenced for their crime or whatever they did to be a hero. What is a hero? A hero is a mercenary. A person that basically cannot die. When a hero dies, they get revived by the kingdom. So you die, you get revived. You die, you get revived. You get a little shackle around your neck where they can kill you immediately. You're basically a slave. A slave that fights for the kingdom, for the things that you did. And that is the premise of being a hero in this world. You fight something that is called the demon blight. The world is festered by a demon blight that comes with something that's called a demon lord. We're going to come with that later. And those heroes do various things with it. They sometimes do normal actions or whatever, or protect people, or I don't know. We're going to see later what it does. Our story starts with two people, Dota and Xylo. Let's go to the characters. This one, our protagonist, is Forbas, Xylo. And the other guy that came with us, Luzula's Dota. The first episode was 50 minutes long. Long episodes like Oshinoko, like those cool beginner episodes are really cool. I liked it a lot. And we followed those two on a mission that we're not sure yet what they're doing, but it has something to do with Holy Knights. Holy Knights apparently is an order of justice in this world. There's different orders, there's like the 5th order, the 3rd order, 17th order. We can see over here, Forbas Xylo used to be a former Kingdom's Holy Knight, but he got sentenced to be a hero for killing the goddess Minerva. We're gonna go to that later, why he did that. But every singular hero, you have to think about it, is a criminal in some way or another. We're gonna figure out later too why Dota is actually why he is a hero too. Like all of those people that you can see, Echo, Job, they are all criminals. Xylo, our protagonist, I like Xylo a lot. He looks like the very casual, angry protagonist. But let me tell you, he is so damn cool. He doesn't care about things, he cares about specific things, what gives them character. You think like, yeah, he just gives a fuck about everything. He's basically dead. You know, like the character of a dead person. But let me tell you, no. He cares about people, he cares about his mission, he cares about like his justice, because he always wanted to be a hero. That's his like idea. He wants people to look after him. In this world, when we go back, the heroes are forced, they're punished. Panel heroes, that's what they're called. Penalty heroes, something like that. Everybody hates panel heroes. Because if you think about it, what is worse than death? You know, what is worse than a death sentence? Those people that get the title of a hero are basically worse than a dead person. If you think about that. And because there's such a bad stigmata in the eyes of the normal folk, people see them as trash. People see them as like terrible people. When they see the mark around their neck, that is like basically the sign of a hero, they immediately change their expression and be like, oh, what is this bullshit doing here? It is like seeing a high-class criminal in an orange suit and walking on the streets. And you exactly don't know what this crime is, but you know it's terrible. But even worse than that. So that is the idea of being a hero itself. A person that is worse than death itself. Hello Nico, welcome. We're talking about our first anime. Sentenced to be a hero. Hope you're doing good today. How's Dong? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing? Damn, what am I seeing here on the mic? Why is it so pixelated? I love Miller Note, it's really good, by the way. It's like crazy. But yeah, let's go from Zylo Phobos, the main character. That's what I wanted to say. He's a really cool guy. I like his character principle. He is trying to be a hero because even though everybody looks down on him, he's like a very tsundere type of person. He hates everyone around him. He is so down, but in reality he's always trying his best, trying to get the attention of the people. He loves attention, he said that once, I think. So that's why he's such an interesting character principle. He is actually a panel hero because he killed this goddess Cinerva. We're gonna come to that later. That's the reason why he is the panel hero, but there is a reason why he did it, and we're not sure why he did it yet. And that's the big mystery about it, because in our eyes, he is basically a bad guy. Basically. Because he's the killer of a goddess, he's the killer of someone that was like basically humanity's shield. And that's why he got sentenced to be a hero. Nice should we really get out of watching it, sadly. My bit defender's almost out and I do not fully trust that website, Crunchyroll. Yeah, I already got 15 viruses. 15 viruses and 10 Trojans. Like, I don't have money anymore. And they even gave me money. That's terrible. But yeah, our hero. The cool fun fact about Phobos is he is working with completely different shit, okay? He is not the... You see like a sword over here, okay? No, he doesn't work with that shit. He is using something that is called like a magic engraving, a holy seal. That's how the kingdom works, the Holy Kingdom, with the holy knights and stuff. They work with holy seals. And those seals are getting engraved onto armor, weapons, everything, and it gives them special powers. And think of it as like a holy charge, a one-time charge. He has the power to throw daggers, knives, and swords. That's his ability. The people after some time called him the Thunderbird, because he used to jump around and just throw those knives around, and when they dropped and actually hit something, the target would literally explode. So I was always like, what do you mean the protagonist is a guy who throws knives around and they explode? And that is his entire power. He's not overly powerful. He's not overly weak. He's not like crazy. He's the guy who can just jump very far and throw knives. And I find it so damn funny. Like in a story, he is definitely not the strongest. He's far from even being strong. But he is like a midway. It doesn't seem like he's gonna grow because he's a person. He already lived his life. Like, he had his prime like already behind him. He is just a guy with a story, and that is so impressive about him. For Silo, that's a fact that you learn later. The reason why he throws knives is because he used to work in a circus, okay? He used to work in a circus and he was the knife thrower in that circus. Before he actually turned into a holy knight of the kingdom, he used to be probably a damn circus knife throwing dude. And that's his entire kit. Most of the people that you see over here, they do work for the hero panel unit 9004. So most of them you see, even Theo Witter, but we didn't meet her yet. So let's go down. And we meet our second person, Lucula's daughter. That's the second person that we meet in the first episode. I'm gonna be honest. He ended in prison because he's just stealing things. That's his entire character. He is that a little bit more weird kid, I would call it. He doesn't have any kids. He's a weird guy. The only thing that is good about him is his eyes. He can see very far, he can notice details, and he's probably the best thief in the entire unit. We get introduced to him in the first episode because, okay, he's not a kid by the way, he's drinking alcohol all the time. Because in the first episode, Dotter, the guy who always steals the coffin. Their mission of Silo and Dotter was to rescue and help some holy knights that used to be like in a little bit of a trouble, like a caravan basically. That caravan was having a weapon in it, something really important. But they didn't know what. In general, they didn't know that that caravan actually existed. It got attacked by something that's called a ferry. Let's go to ferries. Oh my god. Where is it? Where's the ferry? I think I lost the ferry. Okay, we're gonna see it later, okay? In this world, there's the demon blight. The demon blight is something that is just a natural occurrence. For now, we don't know what it really is. With the demon blight, the demon lords came and they created something like a blight. Or basically they came at the same time. It's not like the egg and the chicken, you know. They came at the same time. And everything that gets consumed by that demon blight, animals, creatures, monsters, they turn into fairies. Those are called fairies, and they serve the demon lord. And there's a lot of demon lords. A lot of them. Over 100 probably. And yeah, because of that demon lord and those demon lords that exist, there's always like a little bit of chaos on the world. Like people are fighting constantly for their survival, and they created a weapon in form of a person that we don't know yet how they did it, but they call it goddesses. Goddesses are really weird. We're gonna talk about that later. The person that is gonna be in that coffin that Dotter stole, we're gonna talk about that later too. But yeah, the reason why the hero system and the sacred seals and the goddesses were created was exactly because of the demon blight. To fight those three things. The sacred seals, the thing why his swords explode and why he can jump that far. The goddesses, we're gonna see them. And the hero system for the penalty system, of course. So Dotter, our guy here, he stole a coffin. And the coffin actually had a goddess in it. The goddess Theowita. The 13th goddess. and also known as the goddess of swords. Our second protagonist of the entire series. Very small creatura, but so freaking nice. I'm gonna be honest. The first episode is 50 minutes long, and I was not sure if I'm gonna like the beginning of the anime because the pacing was very weird. Because they had to push everything into 50 minutes. The introduction of Teorita and the bonding between Xylo and Teorita was really fast. Like, Teorita was literally saying, "You're my knight now, Xylo. I'm traveling with you now." And she was really persistent with that. Xylo hates goddesses. He hates using the ability of goddesses. He is the killer of Zenerba, or whatever. The reason why he hates goddesses, I'm not gonna tell you. But he hates goddesses, and that a little bit of a rough start when it comes to that, but she was really persistent in staying with him, and it was a little bit too fast for me, but I still liked it how they introduced her later on. She's gonna bond way more. Everything's very interesting, and she's the 13th goddess. What I really like about her is her design. Her design changed from the light novel or whatever it was a lot. She got yellow hair and she got that little burning thing on her hair. This is so funny. It's like, this ahoge is one of the funniest things ever because it always moves around, and it's like a flame, so it flames around the entire bit a little bit, and she always has those sparks around her that gives her that really like imposing character. She's so energetic, so cute and stuff. It really like makes the character even stronger. And you notice that in the first couple of episodes, but later she's gonna get more serious. She's gonna realize how difficult things are. She's gonna notice the people around her, but she's trying in the beginning to be that innocent piece in that very dark anime first. And it was a really good refresher to see the combination between the very dark Xylo that is super edgy, that is trying to be a hero, and our Teorita in being like the most awakened, active person ever. You can even see it in their design, that they both just look beautiful together. And the funny thing is, Teorita is so small. Xylo always carries her around in his arms. Let me tell you, there's this thing in this anime that people call it his daughter, and I can definitely see it. It is more a daughter-dad experience. The dynamic between those two, it is so nice. I was so happy to see that the entire time. Her being the goddess of swords kind of make her sound like Valkyrie to me. It may be 100% wrong. Who's Valkyrie? From which one? But yeah, the goddess of swords. Teorita's able to create swords. Like Gilgamesh. Literally, like Gilgamesh, she can create portals where swords come out. But she also has an entire arsenal of different swords. And it's perfect for Xylo, because Xylo can make swords explosive. So always when Teorita can spawn swords, he can use it immediately. He can throw them, they explode, they're just perfect together. You know what I mean? It is so freaking cool that they synergize so well with such a kid that I never heard of. It sounds like a D&D idea, if you know what I mean. The one spawns swords and the other one throws it. The best teammate that you could ask for. Also, she has something that's called the Holy Sword. The Holy Sword is something that gets introduced later. It takes a lot of energy, but it fucking kills everything. That's the rule of that sword. It can just fucking kill everything. But she keeps it secret, because if anybody would know about that shit, then Xylo and Teorita probably get attacked by an entire world. So yeah, the Holy Sword, really cool. But of course, she doesn't use it the entire time. She only uses it, I think, once or twice in the entire anime. The best team for Xylo that Xylo could have asked for, exactly. Like I said, the dynamic is so much fun. There's one thing with goddesses that I find really amusing, and that is that goddesses love praising. They love getting praised by their partner, like for just being a good goddess. And it's so damn funny to see the different goddesses later on asking for the same thing. Like it's a gene in people. Like, what do you mean? Like they always need head pats and whatever. And it makes the idea stronger of her being like a daughter. Because those goddesses are like daughters to the people. To all of those. Not like weapons. And it's a really cute dynamic all the time to see them around. Also, she's very small. That's pretty funny too. Between all of those scary people. So yeah. They find Theowita, a goddess. But it contains Theowita, the goddess of swords. You find that. Dota stole it and Xylo opened it. That's why he basically got that bond with her. And later on, Xylo and Theowita did a bond. This bond apparently makes them like real partners together. I'm not really sure like what it really does. But they did that in the beginning. And Xylo didn't want it at all because he hates goddesses. But they do it. I don't know what it means. Maybe they're like a soul bond or whatever now. But basically Xylo's the knight and she's the goddess now. Here's clearly a personal issue with her. We don't know the point of hostility. Then, actually, I think, I don't remember anymore, but another group of Holy Knights is getting attacked in that same episode. With that Holy Knight in that episode, we get introduced to another character. We get introduced into Kivia Patausha, the captain of the 13th Order of Holy Knights. Kivia, I love Kivia. Kivia is so damn cool. Okay, Kivia hated everything in the beginning. When Xylo came for help, she was the most judging person ever. You thought in the first episode that she's gonna die. You even thought she was dead for some time. Because she was an asshole to him when he came to help the entire order. And she was doing bad orders. You hated her in the beginning. But the more she gets introduced into the story, the more she talks with Xylo, the more things happen to her, the more you like her. She turns from a character that was a pure antagonist, like a person that you love to hate, that's what I call it, a person that you love to hate, to a person that you just love around. She showed character, she showed resentment of the things that she did, she shows actually like development of what she thinks is right and wrong. It's a character from turned evil to a person that is good and even part of the party at some point. So that is Kivia, the next one that we got introduced in. Xylo and Theowita and Dota defeated the ambushing fairies that attacked the 13th Legion of Holy Knights and figured out that it had a demon lord with it. I don't know which demon lord it was again in the first episode, but you're gonna see it anyway. And the demon lords are pretty funny looking. I wished my image would be better, but it's basically like everything. It can come as everything, like insects, people, whatever. Like all the creatures, it can come in here. The main antagonists of the stories. They exist in many forms, like in giant beasts, insects, or plant-like entities. We're gonna get a plant-like entity afterwards too. And we're gonna see a human-like one, of course, too, later. There's a huge plot in the beginning. That's gonna talk about that too. But because we're only gonna scratch the surface, I think a demon lord can become valuable. It depends. We don't know how demon lords are getting created. We don't know where they come from. They're just getting classified into the world. Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing good too. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're doing a little bit of anime analysis right now, just talking about the main idea of Sentence to be a hero. Yeah. But yeah, Patausha, that was the thing. Another group got attacked by Holy Knights. And it basically goes really bad. It goes really, really bad. There, in this scene where everything goes bad, we can see the animation. The animation is beautiful. Like the fights are so well choreographed. I don't know what it means. But the effects, the sound design, the FPS of everything is impeccable. It is really well made. And it's really like pure action and you feel it. Zydo tries to save the 13th Legion with Patausha in it from the Demon Lord. And actually learn about the Black too. We already learned about the Black and the Demon Lord. And they work together, like the 13th Legion and the hero. Or the heroes, I would say. I think Dota was gone the entire time. There's a common theme with Dota that he always disappears and just dips. But we don't care about that, okay? Let's go to the world building. Because those knights, you probably think they were just normal ass knights with swords. Some CG that hacked on super powerful fairies that used to be like 2-meter big creatures that would punch everything with their bare fist into like dust. But no. The theme of the anime. I was flabbergasted when I saw a metal building in the entire anime very early on. I saw a pipe. And I was like, wait, I thought it was fantasy, like medieval fantasy. It's not. It's not medieval fantasy. It is similar vibe to Warhammer 40k. They used a specific magic that can be transfused into objects. And they literally have ballistas that shoot lasers. They have snipers and stuff like that. It is a mixture of both that turns it into like an amalgamation of modern tech, like sci-fi, and medieval. Like I said, basically the similar idea behind Warhammer 40k, where they still use swords, but at the same time, all of a sudden that one guy pulls out a Gatling gun. And that is the world building that made me, that mind blew me. That made this anime from a generic fantasy novel to an absolutely like, damn, what a nice world it is. And that was the important thing about the last part of the first episode. I am not going further into the episodes because... hello Noe Normal, hope you're doing good. I hope your day is going beautiful. We're talking about some anime right now. Sentence to be hero. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into that. I'm gonna go into the characters, because the characters are very interesting and there might be some spoilers of the further episodes, but this is basically what happened in episode 1. The episode is 50 minutes long. I really recommend to watch it. It didn't convince me, I'm gonna be honest, to continue watching after episode 1, but because I wanted to finish it, I continued and I was pleasantly surprised. I was really pleasantly surprised how well made that anime was. And the build-up in the first episode, even though the first episode was phenomenal, everything combined was absolute cinema. Let's go to the rest of the characters. So, after we met Kivia, we go to episode 2 actually, and meet our second guy, the Sandwich Norgal. He's a weird guy. You see a guy that doesn't... Okay, that's important. You see a guy that doesn't look attractive, that looks casual, like an NPC, and you know he's not going to be important. You know he's going to be a side character. You know he's going to be annoying or a pushover. Sandwich Norgal is breaking all of those things again. He's a panel hero like the rest. We don't know what he is. We don't know why he is actually like why he is a hero himself. But he thinks he is the king of the Federated Kingdom. He thinks that the entire time, even though he's definitely not. So I always think he's delusional. But he's always talking in like a king too, like, oh guys, that's my kingdom. Those people, they're my folk. I need to protect them as a righteous king. He's a person like that, and you never know what is wrong with him. But he might sound like an annoying person, a delusional person. He's a runesmith. He can engrave sacred seals onto objects. So always when there's something he makes magic objects basically. And when he got introduced, he was an absolute menace. Okay? He got attacked by the second demon lord that we met in the episode, like in this entire anime. It was basically a huge plant. And that guy got grabbed by the leg by that plant. In the most vile action ever. Because he tried to protect his folk or the people that he just met recently. He cut off his own leg. He, in a freaking 30-second scene, was like screaming in agony, cutting off his leg so he gets free from the shackles of that demon lord to actually kill the demon lord in the end. He's an absolute beast. And then he just walks away like nothing happens. So that is Sandwich Nogal. He's coming in the later episodes too, and I think he's pretty cool. He's always like trying to save people. He's always trying to be a good person. A little bit delusional. Not like the best creature. He's a panel hero for a reason. But that was the second person we got introduced in. But we got introduced into Nogal with another person. His name is Tatsuya. Tatsuya is my favorite character if Xylo and Teorita would not exist. I think, okay, let me tell you. Okay, look at how weird he looks. Tatsuya looks like a random creature, okay? I saw a clip of this guy being how I learned of the anime. Tatsuya, a little bit of lore. Heroes are not allowed to die. When they die, they get revived. They die, they get revived. They cannot die. Every time you get revived, you lose a little bit of your senses. You lose a little bit of your humanity. You basically lose a little bit of your wisdom and intelligence stat. And you turn more into a monster. Tatsuya is the longest serving hero in the entire unit. He's been there before anyone else. We don't know what he's doing. And he doesn't even talk. He cannot even talk. He cannot even eat properly. Like, people have to feed that guy. But, okay, a fun fact by the way, Tatsuya has this helmet on because he has a hole in his head. And if he would not wear that helmet, his brain would come out. He is a zombie, basically. Also, that is so damn funny. Okay, let me tell you, this guy is so interesting. There is a rumor about Tatsuya. There is a rumor that Tatsuya got transferred into this world from another world. And I'm not even joking. Tatsuya sounds like an isekai protagonist. He sounds like an actual isekai protagonist that is a side character. And he's so mysterious, and you would think, like again, Tatsuya is not attractive. He's actually very scary. And he is pretty like a zombie. And he looks like an NPC that would die after 2 episodes. No. He doesn't. Tatsuya doesn't die. He never dies. He's probably one of the strongest units of the hero unit. he kills everything without any problems. He doesn't even show a damn sweat while he's doing it. He killed the second demon lord almost on his own. So Tatsuya is an absolute beast, and he never showed any problems in general. He has like inhuman strength. He can in one of the episodes, I'm not even joking, okay? Tatsuya screamed. He screamed so loud that people died. That's what I mean. He is such a weird dude. And he's always in there. He's just a little guy. So that's Tatsuya. He got introduced with Nogai. And he's a very cool character. I love him. After we meet those two people, we go to episode 3 for all of that. I'm stopping to go after order. It just happens in the future, okay? We meet our next character. Our next two characters. Why didn't I wrote down something for Leopold? Damn, what did Bro do to be the first to deserve the sentence? A fact is, in this entire anime, that sometimes people, or most of the time, people get sentenced very, very unfaithfully. They search, like, let's say, for example, I steal something when I was a 4-year-old. I would go to court and they would look at my paper being like, Momonga, you killed 20 people today. Death sentence. You killed! You stole from a shop when you were 4 years old. Hero. Something like that. You stole it probably to fuel your future. Something like that. So it is really random sometimes. And this system is 100% corrupt. Because the only thing that they want is like mindless slaves that just kill after their command. And that's why the hero unit exists. It's just a unit of mindless government arms. And it's actually so damn funny because they're not all good people. They're actually all bad people. Let's go to Tsaf. He's a criminal. I'm not even joking, he's a damn criminal. We can introduce him because he's a sniper. He can actually wield a weapon that can shoot out lightning and snipe people down with it. He was introduced later on, after the two other ones get introduced. And he's crazy. He kills people. He's literally just a killer. The first person that he met into the anime, he hacked off his arm because he cheated in gambling. Later on, he killed 2 people without even thinking, that we knew even. Like NPCs. He does it all the time. Because he doesn't value the life of people. And that's why he's the hero. Because, no, you know, like a hero in this one. In this scenario. Because he is a murderer. He's a mass murderer, actually. He was used to be a sniper and former assassin. We don't know anything about that. But Saf is pretty interesting because he's one of those characters that are very cheerful. But, you know, when people are cheerful and are like, oh yeah, hi, how are you doing? And then they just kill a person. He's not actually. He's like the 14-year-old that has a freaking AK-47. He may be crazy, but I forgive him. There's no way that's bad. He has a cool weapon. Yeah. He has a cool weapon and a funny like gap in his teeth. But yeah, he's a psycho. But part of the hero unit, and the funny thing is he actually does well with the other heroes. That is so funny. Like I said, this guy, delusional king. This guy, just a random thief. This dude killed a goddess. Theorita is just a kid. And this guy's just blown up murderer. And they all have to be friends. And there's another one. Actually, the one where I like the design the most is gonna be Leopold Benetton. Leopold is very cool. He used to be basically a government guy. And that's it. He cannot fight. He cannot do magic or whatever. He's basically just a dude that talks. But he talks very well. And he's basically the coordinator of the entire hero unit. He is telling what to do with the missions and stuff. He is trying to negotiate with the jobs that they're doing and all of that thing. He's taking care of everything at the same time. He's very cool. You're gonna like him too. He's pretty simple, but he actually fits his position with his character a lot. He looks exactly like how you would expect him to act. The little bit mysterious person, the person that does something behind the shadows. Then is Leopold. He got introduced with Saf and Tatsuya, I think, and actually Sandwich Nogal. Like, yeah, he got introduced a little bit earlier on, but I forget about him a little bit. Okay, the thief does seem a bit out of place. The thief! Freaking Dota! Dota is sometimes so out of place too. Because Dota actually appears in this first episode of the entire anime, you think he's gonna be like, yeah, the annoying side protagonist that is right next to Xylo, that is on every mission. It's not. All of them are the same. Dota is just another dude that is in there. He's just another guy. And it was so cool because it feels way more like a group. Those people, they're all working together. And they are like a group instead of like, oh yeah, there's those two people and there are like 4 other NPCs. You know? Imagine you steal a piece of bread to save your starving family. And now you're equivalent of Slave Knight gay. Yeah, I don't know what it was again. He got incriminated to steal a dragon from the royal family. I'm not sure why he was a hero again. I just think he's a thief. But something died almost, that's what I remember. The one that we get introduced... Okay, that is crazy. After we get introduced into like Leopold, Saf, all of those people, they were basically dying. Their base where they stayed, it was almost overrun. They almost lost against the Demon Lord. The next one that they saw. Even though when they all worked together, Patausha, Teowita and Forbas, and all of those people that I just showed you, they almost died. They got saved by the family from Mustibul. Frenchie. The fiance of Xylo. I was so mind blown. Okay, like, I'm not even getting air right now. Like in an anime where the protected had multiple love interests and a daughter has a fiance. And okay, that could be like one of those, oh yeah, he has a fiance, but he didn't spoke with her for a very long time. After he basically turned into a hero, he didn't spoke with her anymore. And they probably have very bad connections and they were probably like ex-fiancés or whatever. No, when they met up again, they had good synergy. They were talking with each other like a married couple. They were people that actually had a story behind them. They knew each other, they would synergize with each other. They were actually like a real fiancé couple. Of course, with all the anime and stuff, you're like, oh, the one is a little bit jealous. Oh, the one wants to know what this Frenchie Mustibul is and all of that stuff. She's basically just a noble. But that the protagonist, the fiancé, was so crazy to me. It took me a minute to realize Xylo's the main guy and not the government guy. You mean him? No, Xylo's the main guy. Xylo's the protag. Xylo and Teowita are the protag, but actually if you think about it, they're all the protags. They're all having a lot of screen time. We just follow the story of Xylo. But they're all protags over here. All the people that I just show you. But yeah. But this dude. Not a lot. But yeah, Frenchie Mustable. Not a lot of pictures that I got because I ran out of pictures. I could only like upload those 3 and that's it. Yeah, I mistook them for a minute before I realized, and all I have to say is then anime does break from the fantasy slop. It does, but they actually build up your expectation. Okay, let me tell you how they build up your expectations. They introduce Kivia. Kivia, the idea of like a person that turns from enemy to lovers. Kivia is super cute, okay? She is a little bit into the protag, like, oh yeah, he's the big hero, he saved me so often, and stuff. But then, okay, then there is Teorita, of course. The goddess itself, that is basically his partner in everything. To then pull out his fiancé was absolutely crazy. It was so good. So yeah, Frenchie, a noble from the family of Mustable. Xylo first, when he was in the base of the second episode around that time with Leopold. Leopold said to Xylo like, oh yeah, how about we take some help from the family of Mustable? They offered the help. He was like, no, I don't want to have the help of them. Please don't call them. He did anyways because Leopold was not listening to Xylo. And now we know why he didn't want them. I don't know why he has something against Frenchie. They do actually work together pretty well, so I don't think that Xylo has something against her. I think Xylo is more like, yeah, I'm a hero now. She should not have any connections to a hero. She's a noble. That's my idea behind it. And he's trying to like leave a little bit because he's basically a criminal. But even that, Frenchie said herself she doesn't care. And it was so damn funny. It was so damn funny. So yeah, he must be embarrassed for her to find out he's the hero and it may damage her reputation. Yeah, that was the idea, but she was basically saying, Xylo, it's fine. You're gonna be the next heir of the Mustable family. we just have to do marriage. Yeah. Also, that was the episode where Tatsuya just randomly threw out Scream and killed multiple people with it. He's a beast. There's something they didn't want down here. In the same episode as we got introduced in those creatures, we got our first main antagonist in the entire story. We thought our enemies is going to be the demon Blight, or the Blight itself. But like every oh my god, I'm gonna throw up, wait a second. I love this anime, it's so damn good. Wait, but let me breathe. That was pretty good. Okay. I need to relax my facial muscles, okay? I cannot stop smiling when I talk about it. Oh my god, my jaw hurts. Oh damn. So, oh my god. Let's do a little break, 2 minutes, okay? Then it must really be peak if you got so excited you are gonna throw up. It's probably more that I just love things to talk about. When there's something I like, I love to talk about it. I'm gonna be honest, if I would really give the anime a rating, it is good, but it's not phenomenal. It's good. It was pretty cool. The animation was definitely pretty sick too. But I just appreciate like small things like his fiancé, like not letting focus on just two main characters and let the rest be on the side. You know, it sounds so stupid, just like it's completely normal to have focus on 2 people and the rest are NPCs. Nobody cares about that, but it makes me so excited because it is so interesting. Like, why do you do that? It's so good. After telling me about snipers, I am already sold on the anime on Crunchyroll, ready to watch it. Do it, really good. Even with all the spoilers I just gave, you're gonna forget about them anyway. And secondly, I do spoiler a little bit, but it's not that important. It's like, I don't know when it happens, I don't know what is gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna get introduced into another faction after we fought the second Demon Lord. And the third Demon Lord. And they basically called, I don't even say the name. First I forgot about them. But they basically are cultists. Those cultists are worshipping the Demon Lords. And those are gonna be the next antagonists because they work together with the Demon Lords to destroy the humans. And those antagonists you're gonna see later on, it's actually like a whole organization who the last couple of episodes and the entire anime is gonna be about. But yeah. It's not just about random criminals beating up undead creatures that don't have a mind. No. It's about way more than that. That's what I want to say with that. It gets more interesting the further you go. Oh, that's important too. Okay, it's not a power trip too. It's not a power trip. You think in the beginning, yeah, Xylo and Theorita are so OP. And the other heroes too, they're like so strong. What enemies do they even have? That's not it, okay? They get absolutely steamrolled. Okay, absolutely. Okay, wait, enough okay. There are actually enemies that are strong. Do you think you're on the edge of thinking, are they gonna survive? Are they gonna do it? Is everything gonna break down? Doesn't really work, even though Theorita has a sword that can literally kill everything with one hit. It is absolutely captivating to watch the fights and the tactics go, because it's not just about the people winning, it's about their status, how many people die, their mission. That's the important thing, their mission, because if they mess up the mission and for example the castle breaks down or the people die, they basically get killed anyway. Because that's their only job as a panel hero, to do their mission. And you have all of those different things that you make and then you let, then you like, how you call it, a fever for in this anime. When there's just a simple fight. Not only like if the protagonist is gonna win or not. The cultists of Selma Goylelen. I hope not, man. I hope Goylelen doesn't have a cult. But yeah, this one. After what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah, that was the first time we got introduced into the Holy Sword 2. We figured out that it exists. And we go to the next place. That was a little bit of an abrupt thing. Because the hero unit doesn't work in one place all the time. They work in multiple places. In the beginning, as I already said, there was like Xylo and Dota. And those were together in the beginning. Then Norgal, Theorita, she's not a part of the unit. Leopold and Saf joined. And Saf actually later gets a little bit decommissioned because he gets freaking stabbed. So you were talking how high the stakes are, wonder more if the hero will win. Yeah, that's true. And later, after this fight, people figured out that a hero made a pact with a goddess. And not only hero, it was Xylo, the hero, that killed another goddess. So with a lot of drama, it's like, oh damn, that's bad. And a lot of people are trying to kill Xylo and actually Theorita now at the same time. And that's where Saf got his ass beaten. And he was decommissioned for a little bit. But after that we got introduced into multiple different characters. Rhino. Rhino's the mysterious character. You're gonna love Rhino. He's the artilleryman of the unit. And yeah, if I mean artilleryman, I'm really meaning artilleryman. When this guy transforms, he goes into a damn humongous ass Gundam suit mecha creature, and he has a huge cannon that shoots out green plasma bursts. And maybe sometimes you think I'm lying, but I'm not. He is the damn artilleryman. He's weird. He seems to be like similar to Tsaf a little bit when it comes to talking. He is that person that is basically, you don't know if he's serious ever. He sounds never serious. He always sounds like he's playing. He has a huge mystery behind it, so I would recommend you. I'm not gonna tell the mystery, but it's super interesting. Watch the anime. Because my mind was blown, okay, when I heard about the mystery. He's super cool. And for some reason, it always feels like he's into Xylo. I'm not really sure why that is, but that guy always is like low-key. Always trying to get praise from Xylo. I'm not sure why, but yeah. There's one info that I give you, and that is this sentence over here. That is the mysterious thing about him. He applied on his own. He is a panel hero because he wanted to. And let me tell you, people say being a panel hero is worse than death, because it is worse than death. Because if you die, you're dead. As a panel hero, you have to come back and do more dirty work. He, that absolute psychopath dude, decided to be one because he was bored. Okay? There's more behind it, but he just decided. So yeah, the artilleryman of the entire unit, Rhino. He does have a longer name, but I forgot it again. I really like his design a lot. Actually, he's pretty funny. I don't know why he has such a big chin over here. His voice is pretty funny too, and he gets introduced very interesting. You're always scared of him. You always think he's gonna do something. You can see it in his smile and whatever. You always think he's gonna kill someone or whatever, but he's actually a pretty normal guy. He doesn't do anything bad. He has a weird sense of justice though. He thinks that you can just... He's normal. No, he has a normal way of justice. If you would give justice the name normal, then he would be it. You remember? Like the social test of, okay, 3 pregnant women or 50 bad people. He would take the 3 pregnant women, because the 3 pregnant women can only be 6 people. It's not 50. You know? That's his logic. He would roll over those Pregnante with that train. That's his logic. And that makes him a little bit scary, because his decisions are very spooky too. The decisions of Rhino and the decisions of Tsaf are very interesting. Tsaf just kills. He protected Terwita a couple of times, but he is literally just killing so fast. One person was once arguing with Xylo, okay? Being like, why should I listen to a hero, you know? You are just criminals. I think Tsaf blew up his entire right arm. Being like, hey bro, listen to big bro, he's talking with you. I think the only normal person in this entire group is Leopold. He's the only normal dude. Like, Leopold is just scared. He's just smart. He can just talk well. And we don't know why he is actually a panel hero. He's just a good dude. But he's a little bit mysterious. He's a little bit scary. And then, in the last couple of episodes, we get introduced into Jace. Let me tell you about Jace. Jace is weird. Jace is a damn scaly, I think. I think he's a damn scaly or whatever. He can talk to dragons. There's like dragons in this world. He can talk to them. He is a dragoon. Every singular one has a rule in the entire group. There's a dragoon, there's an artilleryman, there is a scout, there is like a front unit, there's all of those things, you know. And Jace is the dragoon of the group. He rides the dragon, he uses the dragon. And dragons, they do talk with him. That's his dragon. I think it's called Neely or whatever. Yeah. He's a weirdo, okay, let me tell you that. He's a little bit of a weirdo. I don't know what is wrong with him, I don't like him. But he's basically the guy who always competes with Xylo. Like they're always like, oh yeah, I did 3 Demon Lords. How many did you do? 2.5? They always try to be a little bit in a competition. He's actually like a good guy in sports and doesn't seem to be a bad person in general. Because the only thing he did was to, I think, lead a rebellion of like dragons and stuff. I'm not really sure what he did wrong. He got really introduced very late into the story, so we don't know anything about him. Only that he got beaten up later by an artillery. Can't believe he's a living persona. He's a... But he's a scaly. So that is all the characters right now in Sentenced to be a Hero. It is so damn funny. Like I said, all of those characters, they work together. They actually share screen time. They all feel like they have different characteristics. Saf and Rhino are completely different. While Saf is more like the little brother that is just not knowing about the world, Rhino is like the... It feels like a teacher that is just fascinated by you. A little bit. Or like an admirer a little bit. Leopold seems like just a person that is anxious, scared, always behind the scenes, a little bit useless, but he is a silver tongue. He can talk with everyone, he has good decision making. The only reason why Xylo and Theorita didn't die in episode 2 was because Leopold was actually not listening to Xylo's like plan and called the entire army of Mustable over, even though if Xylo said no, I don't want to do that, he did it anyways because he knew it was a better choice to do. This is really good in the thing. Sandwich Norgal is absolutely delusional, but he's the definition of trying his best to save the people, trying to be a good king. People even call him king the entire time, but we don't know if he's actually a king. No character holds anything to Tatsuya. Tatsuya is my favorite. I like the mystery behind him. I like him being absolutely compliant. You would think a character like Tatsuya would die second episode. Or you would think that Tatsuya is basically gonna turn into a monster in the future. Tatsuya is just a good guy. You love Tatsuya. He gives you the feeling that you and your group are not what heroes should look like. Heroes are glamorous, beautiful, the symbol of strength and beauty. They protect humans. They are basically there as a symbol. And then you get Tatsuya that looks like a monster, acts like a monster, is basically a monster, but then still follows the idea of being a hero. He's protecting people. He's is still going after orders and all of that stuff. He even eats and drinks, and it was so funny to see it. Because he was still like a dude. There was so much humanity still left in that guy, even though the basic thing that he is a damn creature. And you feel really bad for him, actually. Of course, for those who don't know, the reason why he's so cracked up is because he died very, very often. He's the longest in the entire hero unit, and that's what makes you feel bad about him. Because in this corrupted system of heroes, they are not allowed to die. They have to do missions until the end of their day. Most of the time a hero is just getting falsely accused by people. He's now a ghoul, yeah? They're getting like falsely accused by people that they get into the hero unit. And when you look at Tatsuya, the guy that is compliant and still doing the things that they should do nowadays just to save people, it's a little bit heartbreaking to see him like so destroyed. After he died so often trying to literally be a hero, it's like ass a little bit. And he's for me a statement of how flawed and how terrible the system is on getting the penalty hero treatment. Yeah, that's Tatsuya. He's literally just a living statement. And I find it still so funny that Tatsuya could be isekai'd. I find it so damn funny that Tatsuya is maybe an isekai protagonist. Because, oh my god. Guys, I'm gonna come back with that topic because I have to drink something. I'm dying. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. And of course, for those who don't know, I'm talking about the anime here. There is, I think, a novel. I don't know anything about the novel. All informations that I'm saying here are my informations, so there's gonna be things that I left out, there's things that I got wrong. If you want a real conclusion about what the anime is about, I recommend you watching it. When you think about it, the anime is about 6 hours long. With the first episode being 1 hour, the rest of them of course 24 minutes, around that. Maybe less, maybe 4 hours. Imagine it, 4 hours of your day to watch something that was actually like good experience. Wait a second. Damn, oat milk. Oh, that was good. But yeah, I like the idea that Tatsuya actually got isekai to this world and now like got turned into like a... I was thinking it would be so damn funny and something that we would never see in the entire anime world if another studio makes a side story like an isekai about Tatsuya and how he turned into a panel hero. And it would be, I think it would be one of the best animes ever if we then see him, of course, a lot of years later in Xylo's story. I could see the author doing that because he already got ideas out that I never ever thought about in my damn life when it comes to twisting the anime fantasy franchise. And that's why this anime is so popular, because it breaks everything. It makes interesting ideas, turns normal character design, normal character premises into this. Okay, Tatsuya. Let's go back to Teorita actually. Teorita is a goddess. I told them multiple times. I said that there were multiple goddesses. Teotihuacan is the goddess of swords. There's a lot of other goddesses in the world, and we got introduced to a couple. There is a goddess of poison. Let me tell you, the goddess of poison? The goddess... My favorite theme? Nah, she was pretty mid. But it is such a funny idea. There's so many like multiple goddesses. There's a goddess that can look into the future. That has a book where she can look into the future of other people. It's pretty funny. Oh my god. I cannot. I was so excited, my throat is like pinching together right now. But we're gonna do this type of stuff multiple times, by the way. The next week is gonna be Oshinoko. Season 1 to 3. But most of the time season 3. I'm just gonna go through season 1 and 2 very briefly. Just for information. The sad thing, I do have to delete this board because I don't have any more space anymore. As you can see, the other ones are empty because I cannot put anything in them. I would have put way more onto those boards if I had the chance to. Problem was I had a limit and I didn't want to use another program because look at how good it looks. Yeah, I can do like little lines, general plot and ideas. Here I can do the blight, then I can do demon lords. I can make it like green, I can change the colors. I can do like text I can make bigger. I can make folders and folders. I can zoom onto people and then I can just look at them and look at images and stuff. It's perfect. But yeah, that's... Oh my god. Let's do like a 5-minute break before I continue talking, okay? I think I pinched my vocal cords or something. Oh. I think we're gonna do that more often, by the way. I'm gonna do more of those boards to just talk about the things that I like, especially anime, manga, and maybe other things too. By the way, I just remember the anime combination. I don't remember talking about it before, but I forgot about it a bit. Which one? Oh my. To be a hero X, I do know about it. To be a hero X. Yeah, that was the one with like a lot of art styles, was it not? I remember that. I remember talking about it and showing you a trailer. Yeah, the one that switches between 2D and 3D. Yeah, it's really interesting looking. Really interesting looking. Oh my god. Give me 1 more minute, okay? Okay. Oh damn. That didn't work. I'm still dying. Oh my. I should never talk about anime. Oh. I wanted to say something when I came back. Oh yeah, of course guys, I would like to talk about every single anime that I ever saw in my life, but I'm gonna do it after a month. I would like to talk about animes that I used to watch back in the days, animes that I used to love and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go after a month, and if there's nothing in a month, maybe I include something that was last month again. And that's not the anime that are from the season. Those are the anime that I watched in that month. For most of the time they are older, not older animes, but recent animes, at least like 1 year old. Because I think the Invisible Man and Wife thing was not in March anymore. Oshinoko of course came out way earlier and just finished the last episode in March. So it was basically like February. But still, the most interesting one to be Sandwich. I like Delusional People. Or the one I actually like the most. Yeah, if you like the characters, if you like the premise of a action fantasy adventure game that is not built on like a casual fantasy world with an interesting idea where you take the role of more of an protagonist, than just a guy that is basically like super strong and just kills everything and is a hero all of a sudden, then this anime is perfect. It's dark, it's interesting, there's blood, there's interesting cities and locations, characters are impeccable. I do like the Sandwich Norgal too a lot. I think it's pretty funny. More that he can build stuff and actually has a lot of skill, even if he is delusional, even if you think he's pretty annoying in the beginning. He has like a lot of skill and you're like, whoa, damn, I didn't expect that. And after he cut off his foot to defeat a demon lord, it really shows his delusional, like his delusion. He was like, I have to save my people, let me go, let me fucking go. And he just stabs his like foot multiple times. That's pretty funny. Naja, the Runesmith, the Sacred Weaponsmith or whatever. I wonder if he can make a railgun. Not sure actually. I don't really know the idea behind a sacred seal, because Sandwich cannot make weapons. He can make seals. So he can give weapons an ability. Or like objects an ability. For example, he can infuse a wooden palisade with an electricity spell or something like that. And when you touch that wooden palisade, it is like an electric fence. He can engrave a shovel with some magic, and that helps too. But objects, making that himself, I think he cannot do that. I think he can only engrave that. His people needed him, that's a fair reaction. That's exactly what he said, by the way. He was like, my people need me. But that's a very cool weapon, yes. He's a damn flamethrower. He has a damn flamethrower. He had a lantern that can shoot out a damn inferno. It was so sick. I was like, damn, what the heck? Oh, the second episode where Sandwich Norgal and Tatsuya got added, like those two over here. You really realize when you have to look at it that Xylo is the protagonist and Teorita. But those two are the protagonists too. You felt that, like, because normally, oh yeah, Xylo comes in and kills everything after Tatsuya like does shit and Norgal does something, and then they split up and Xylo is killing the Demon Lord. No, that didn't happen. They all worked together. Tatsuya almost killed the Demon Lord. And Norgal killed all the West things. Xylo was just there. He was just there, but the good part about him, they worked together. He did his part with Theorita. It was a 33% for all of those three. That's the cool thing about it. I loved it about NPCs because I've been watching so many anime where the protagonist is so OP, he doesn't need any people around him. Or the complete opposite, the protagonist is just a dude and for some reason he has like a super OP people around him. And the only thing he does good is like he can talk very well or something. Or has like one ability that is very useful, like oh he can watch very good, or he can heal, or he's the vending machine. And that's what I like about the anime. Damn. I'm dying. We're gonna go to Cinderia a little bit earlier, because we don't have so many things to do today. Normally my plan was to start a little bit later, but my idea is more that I go 1 hour earlier, because tomorrow I have to work a little bit longer too. That's why. Normally I would have started at around now actually, and then we had normal time, but I do need to sleep earlier. But I want to give an end word to this anime, but I need to, let me take a break, okay? Oh my god, I personally am impressed that you did not mention that time I got reincarnated as the hero's left only. Why should I do that? It would completely overshadow this anime. Like what the actual heck? Like even mentioning it now, Nekrak, do you even have respect for Ascendants to be a hero? Like it's like talking about a first class anime to like a mid-ranged one, you know? Reincarnated as the hero's left toenail is, man, at least not like reincarnated as the right hero's toenail. My bad. I can't hold off to mention Peak. You have to get used to it. I saw a new anime today and it's pretty funny. But then the little sis of the MC came in and I feel weird about her. But she was only in 2 episodes so far, so normal anime stuff. Oh my god. Oh yeah, absolute masterpiece. I really recommend watching it. Animation peak, characters peak, world building peak, voice acting peak, sound design peak, pacing peak. There's none more that I can say about that, and that's all I think that you need. I wanted to say an N-word. Yeah. The thing that, look at the funny thing that Theorita looked differently in the cover art than in the actual art later, because she's yellow and has different hair than this one. There used to be the one in the light novel and she got way more clothing, as you can see. I like this design more than the previous one. It's pretty funny, but it could also be the other goddess that he killed. Because it was kind of looking like that one on the cover. I'm a little bit confused now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping balls. I hope I'm just tripping balls. I can really not talk anymore, guys. I would like to talk like a better N-word, but I made myself dizzy with being so excited about talking about it. Sentenced to be a hero. An anime that follows the story of an anti-hero A story about redemption, about people that did mistakes, about people that are genuinely wrong sometimes, someone you should not love, someone you should not like, and still you fever for them, for every single one, even though they're killers and criminals sometimes. You think about that they are doing hero work, they are saving people, they are helping humanity. And then you have this internal struggle in, should I like this guy or not? He just killed a guy before, like 3 episodes ago, but now he's saving like 500 other ones. It doesn't make him good, it doesn't make him bad. You're in this constant idea of confusion, what makes you so enticed by the entire idea of that anime. Oh my god, so as closing statement, go watch it, it is peak and deserves the praise. Yeah, indeed. I had one bad thing about the anime. Okay? So this is actually like a serious thing that I really don't like about the anime. But it's actually pretty small. I didn't like it that it ended in episode 12. Okay, we're gonna go to Cinderia now. But how do you like my board? Was it not sick? Was it not a sick board? The board was a little bit lackluster because I didn't had so much space, but cool board. Definitely good to present things. Better than just Googling. And I did that in a couple of minutes. No, I did it over 3 days. I love doing that. It was so much fun because I learned about the anime again. I learned about details that I didn't knew before actually. And I think about it again, what kind of like makes me appreciate it more, because I loved the anime already and this one made me love the anime even more. Because there's something good about just seeing something positive and not going like, oh, I didn't like this specific detail. I think it was kind of like, I didn't like that one at all. It makes you appreciate it. It makes you appreciate things in life in general. Look at an anime and just think about the good things. It was good. If you want more pages, you could try Canva. I know Canva, but Canva does have limited uploads too for images, I think. At least there's Canva Pro, and I do believe that they did that for a reason. So it was like, oh, Moment, I got a question if someone had a whiz. Oh, wait, oh, damn. I'm a corpse. Oh guys, I think I turned to Tatsuya itself. Time to get isekai. Moment, question if someone had Windows on an HDD, then got an SSD with Windows, but they wanna wipe the HDD while connecting into the computer with the SSD, mess it up. Moment, question if someone had the Windows on HDD, then got an SSD with Windows, but they want to wipe the HDD will connecting into the computer with the SD mess it up? So you have an SSD with Windows on it. Wait, so you have an SSD with Windows and you add an HDD that you use for storage, but it has Windows on it too. When you start up your PC, it's gonna ask you, What is the booting device then? It's gonna ask you, should I boot from the SSD or from the HDD? You boot from the SSD. You go to the HDD and remove everything from it. You can format it and then it's gone. And then it's empty. And then it's never gonna ask again. Really, when I used it in school, I didn't have big problems. Only some fonts and some basic design were premium. I don't know. It cannot be. I literally googled free program like Millernote. Or like a free thing, and it didn't even show me Canva. So that's like the confusing part about it. Is Canva not like Google Docs? Thank you, no problem. Like Google Docs, but differently. Okay, yeah, I wanted to change stream. Let me do that really quick. Next week, same day. No, next week, a day before, we're gonna talk about my second and actually, oh my god, favorite anime of the month. This one finished Sentence to be a Hero. We're gonna talk about Oshinoko. My favorite anime of this entire year, probably. It was absolutely crazy. It was so good. I'm not doing Minecraft next week. I'm doing Minecraft like Saturdays, maybe sometimes. But there's no reason to do it like on a specific day. I just played a little bit on Saturday. Oh my god. Hello Luna, I got to work. I'm hobby doing good. I mean, oh man, it's not like we're doing anything anyway. I'm building. But yeah, we're gonna do Minecraft on Saturday now. It could be that I in the next couple of weeks or days, I'm gonna change some days around because they fit to me a little bit better. I'm gonna see how it's gonna be. But next week, Oshinoko, absolute cinema, an anime about the genuine idea of entertainment. Oshinoko is about the entertainment industry and one of the most heartbreaking thriller mystery stories that I ever saw in my life. I recommend you watch that review of me next week. Let's change the titles then. Oh my god. But that was fun actually. Wait, what the shit? My OBS just cracked up for a second. I have to change the thumbnail. I have so many things in the thumbnail. But I didn't talk about Oshinoko even though I put it in my thumbnail. You just like the Minecraft streams. We're gonna play Minecraft on Saturday. I'm sorry that I talk a little bit like I'm down right now, but I cannot take another turn. Okay, I'm not down. I can just not tie, and my throat hurts. We're gonna play Minecraft on another day. Saturday, I mean. Cinderia, that's the game we're gonna play. YouTube, we're gonna see us in a second. Let's hope we can play it on this PC without